Coal is one of the biggest mining activities in South Africa. According to the Mineral Consols, the country produced 358 million tons of coal in 2019 with sales of 139.3 billion rand. 80% of South Africa's coal is produced in Mpumalanga, which has some of the biggest coal-powered fire stations. The town of Phola in Mpumalanga is close to several large coal mines, including the Klipspruit mine, Zibulo open-cast coal mine, Mbuyelo coal mine, and Ogies mine.
Izimine zicontribute kakhulu environment ngoba uthola abantwana njengoba ngishilo ukuthi bayagula nabantu abadala sesiphathwa amehlo siphatha izifuba ama-sinus nje environment yethu ayikho good ePhola imbi kakhulu ngoba noma siyakhala ezimine sithi siyabachazela kunemine enye la ngakithi bathi sengikhohliwe igama layo kunentuthu ephumayo ismoke so siye sayohlangana nabo lapha sabachazela ngayo lento basitshela ukuthi lento ayisiyinkinga but if isibhekile uyayibona imbawula nayiphuma isteam kunokugula okhona so nakhona siyacabanga ukuthi kule mine leya kunokugula ekulethayo njengoba uthola nama-clinic wethu ukuthi ahlala agcwele sine-clinic ama-clinic sewayi-2 but uthola kugcwele always ngoba kuyagulwa nawufika eclinic nemithi ayikho but ama-mine akhona surround Phola.
In May 2021, two environmental justice organizations, Vugani Environmental Justice Movement and Groundwork, launched an application in the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria to declare that poor air quality in the Highveld of Mpumalanga is a violation of Section 24 of the Constitution. The law provides that everyone has the right to an environment not harmful to their health or well-being. In its judgment, the court found that the poor air quality in the Highveld priority area is indeed in breach of the residents' constitutional rights. The court has also found that the Minister of Environmental Affairs has the legal duty to set regulations under Section 20 of the National Environmental Management Air Quality Act to implement and enforce the Highveld Priority Area Air Quality Management Plan. The minister was ordered to prepare, plan and initiate this process within 12 months of the judgment. Phola is not the only area in Mpumalanga experiencing the negative environmental, social and health consequences of coal mining. The town of Standerton is a small commercial and agricultural center, but is the home of Anglo-American's New Denmark Colliery and Eskom's Tutuka coal-fired power station. Residents say water has been polluted as the town begins to experience extreme weather conditions brought on by climate change.
I think the biggest problem we've had is weather. Weather seyishintshile manje. Either we have extreme cold days or we have extremely hot days. So manje yabona ngigqokile. Ne? One thing you will be sure of is if ngibuyele ekhaya ngizothola kushisa. When in fact ngisuke kubanda kakhulu. I think it started around 2017, and then the last time bekhona imvula enangeqhwa, and we didn't understand ukuthi kwenzakalani, and then through research and stuff like that we got to find out ukuthi it actually has something to do with the mining activities that are happening. The research said the fact that the type of rain that we're receiving has changed. It has to do with the type of mining that takes place. So basically, when they're blasting and they're doing all their other activities, that greatly affects ukuthi ilento, the condensation that happens. Ibuya sinjani ngoba angithi kuphuma ismog. So then imvula umibuya kuyithi ibuya iseyimbi.
We get sick in the summer because the Var River controls the temperatures as a standard one. And because of our minings and whatever industries we have, and so it becomes really cold in the summer and really cold in the winter. And if it's hot, it's really hot in the summer. It's really hot in the winter, and rainfalls are just But like in Tengisho, I would say we get sick every now and then because of the climate balance of things. So into engayichaza ukuthi ngenxa yalama temperatures lawa libela khuphuka ayehla our body doesn't really adapt to the rapid change eyenzakalayo.
In addition to being impacted by the adverse environmental effects of mining, women also face discrimination as part of the labor force in the mining sector. According to the Minerals Council of South Africa, women make up only 12% of the mining labor force, with only 16% in top management positions. Women working underground fear for their safety and are at a greater risk of sexual harassment and violence. There are also concerns around the strain of underground work on women physically. This has led to many being excluded from doing the heavy lifting. Women experience the same challenges when seeking employment at power stations. Between 2016 and 2020, Oxfam South Africa's Extractives Industry Program has been working with communities in the mining-affected areas to improve their knowledge about their rights, including increasing transparency and accountability from mining companies. Oxfam South Africa believes that poverty and inequality cannot be reduced without considering the distribution of resources, ways to build sustainable livelihoods, and climate justice. We strengthen civil society organizations and communities as agents of change by focusing on community empowerment for self-determination in the extractives industry. We do this by promoting free, prior, and informed consent, which is an international right that communities have to be meaningfully included in development projects, including mining. They need to be informed of these benefits of development for the local communities, and transparency about these is fundamental in terms of both South African and international law. The impact of such developments on their health and environment must be considered before any operations can begin. For more information, visit www.oxfam.org.za.